Republicans are in giant trouble. So Georgia elections are this week. The Georgia race. I have done a dozen videos on it. I mean, I did one on Kelly Loeffler. I did one on her husband. I did one on her talking points, her stupid talking points during the debate. A couple about David Perdue, I think. One on Kelly Loeffler's husband. I did one on Sidney Powell and Lynn Wood saying, "You don't give to him. You don't give to him. Don't give to him. You don't do it." Yeah, hey, don't go vote. Don't go vote. I did a video on that. Let's just say I've done a lot of videos. Did one on Trump and McConnell and how they're in a fight and all that. And Trump could possibly sink the election for them, but I didn't buy that. I don't think that was going to happen. I didn't think, and I don't think it will, because he's there today. Along with Joe Biden. Not with Joe Biden. That would be hella. Hey, you campaign for your candidate, I'll campaign for mine. We're next to each other, okay? Yeah. Dumb. But anyway, so there's been a lot. And I haven't kept up on everything, right? I haven't kept up on everything, but guess what? I'm gonna tell you about some numbers right now. Now, this race is supposed to bring in at least $500 million or about $1.2 billion. I mean, there's ads, there's campaign crap. There's so much going on and rallies and all of that. That each candidate, all of the candidates in this race, all of them, are putting out, right? So here's why Republicans should be a little bit afraid, and I'm going to tell you at the end why I think Republicans might win it and have a good chance, okay? Just a good chance. But take a look at this. So so Senator David Perdue, who is the coward who ran away from the debate, he raised $68 million between October 15th and the middle of December. Whew, that's a lot of money. Kelly Loeffler raised a little bit less during the same time period at $64 million. Now, here's my thing. Why would you donate to a candidate, a candidate who's worth $800 million? I mean, that woman could fund her entire campaign without corporate donors. But no, rich people don't like to use their own money. They like to get into debt and use other people's money. Then pay off that debt with other debt. And then, again. Now, they did not raise as much as the Democrats. Okay? You can do the math. But, John Ossoff became the highest funded Senate candidate in history, in all of American history, at $106.7 million. $106.7 million. Hoo-wee! Damn, just for a runoff election. Oh my God. Jesus. Whew. Wow. To a 2-month election. 2 months. I figured oh man, it's like the whole time. No. Now, Reverend Raphael Warnock, raised $103.3 million. So not as much as John Ossoff, but that's quite a lot of money for the Democrats. Now, I have a couple worries. Number one, is it going to be like Beto O'Rourke and Jamie Harrison when they ran against Ted Cruz and Lindsey Graham, and then that money was awesome. It looked great, but it came from across the country because they're hated across the country, but not in their own states. You know, the Republicans in those races. So that's my thing. And number two, this is where I think Republicans have the problem. Again, you have the grifters who are coming in, Sidney Powell, Linwood, and others, who are saying, don't vote, it's rigged. And then Trump putting out on Twitter, oh my God, it's corrupt, it's illegal, very illegal, don't vote, okay? Don't vote. I mean, come on. How much more could you get where Trump and the rest of his goons are putting this race in jeopardy? Let me give you, okay? So they're already in jeopardy because they're saying don't go vote. And then you're hearing of, no, go vote. We need you. from the two candidates on the Republican side. If I was a Trump voter, I'd be like, dude, what the hell do I do? And then Trump is coming out and saying, vote? Who knows what he's going to say in his speeches? Is he going to say vote? Is he going to say don't vote? Hey, this election is rigged, but still vote? Okay, then why would I vote if the election is rigged? Now, Democrats have the problem of, look, there's already been 3.5 million, over 3.5 million ballots cast in this election. 3.5 million in a runoff election. Now, look, Democrats usually lose these elections in these red states because, why? I mean, Republicans come out in bigger numbers because Democrats put up candidates that are far-right corporatists. And nobody wants that. They might as well just go with a Republican who believes in the same things. Come on. And it's a red state. Right? So, again, Republicans have to worry because there are already 3.5 million ballots cast. Democrats have to worry that Republicans don't turn out, because if they do turn out in huge numbers, they're in trouble. And that's what Republicans need to do, is they need to turn out and they need to make sure that their numbers are high. Because if they aren't, and if they don't, they are in deep squaffish. They're in deep squat themselves. They're really in deep shit. I'm just gonna put it out there. And the Democrats, if the numbers are high in general and especially on their side, then look, they could win. Now look, could it be possible that one Republican wins, one doesn't? Sure. I've heard friends like Naima Balhawa, who I just mentioned in the last video, say that he thinks Kelly Loeffler is going to lose. I think it's a possibility, but I think that David Perdue might just win. He might just win, and they both could win. But I didn't get to do these videos, but I think Jon Ossoff has done a great job with ads, visiting hospitals and all kinds of things like that, and talking about David Perdue's stock trading. And I think at rallies too, Raphael Warnock has said, look, you could help Kelly Loeffler help herself get more rich, or you could help me help you. Very good messaging from both candidates. Now, look, Jon Ossoff is not a progressive. I've told you that. I've told you he doesn't support Medicare for all or anything like that. But again, are people of Georgia going to vote for two people that did insider trading and bought stocks and traded stocks and sold stocks and kind of kept stocks related to the pandemic and then made themselves rich but opposed $1,200 and $600 and are now going with $2,000 because they know an election's coming up? I don't know. And by the way, did Trump and McConnell mess it up for people in Georgia? Mess it up for themselves in Georgia? Because look, they need both seats. The Democrats need both seats to take control of the Senate. And if Mitch McConnell messed it up by not giving them $1,200, and if Trump messed it up by doing it too late, and then also him and his people saying everything's illegal in Georgia and corrupt and not, and don't vote, well, and everything's rigged and not to vote, well, that could be a massive problem. And that's where all of these components are coming together, and we're going to see on Tuesday night who comes out more to vote, Republicans or Democrats. Is it a big number generally? Does David Perdue win and Kelly Loeffler lose? Does Kelly Loeffler win and David Perdue lose? Do both of them lose? What's going to happen? We don't know. But again, that's what's going on in the Georgia Senate runoff elections for the Senate. If you are in Georgia, please vote for the Democrats. Please vote for the Democrats. I don't usually plead for you to do that, but these people need to go. And by the way, Kelly Loeffler, I've never seen someone have so little emotion. So little. Oh, man. But anyway, that is my rant on the Senate Georgia runoff elections.